What's up? It's your boy. No, I'm just kidding. It's JB from Best Academy of Martial Arts. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm super tired. I've been working all weekend and I got to get up tomorrow, Monday, and do it all again. But anyways, enough complaining. I wanted to talk today because I've been thinking about something lately, and that's McDojos. I've been seeing this attitude in the martial arts community where we feel like we have to search out and expose these McDojos, right? And I totally agree in some cases. In most cases, I very much agree. And I just wanted to go over, in my opinion, in my mind, what the pros and the cons of this mentality are. First off, I want to just talk about, what McDojos are. So what I think people say a McDojo is anyone who you can pay to be promoted in rank, anyone who promotes self-defense techniques that are in no way applicable in real life situations. So things like dim mock, any type of no touch knockouts, and anyone who does really shady business practices or really shady things with their students. So those are three things that I found that people will call McDojos, which, I'm actually in support of. I think that's fine because it can be dangerous. For one, it tarnishes the name of people who work really hard to improve themselves through martial arts. You work hard for years and years, you attain your black belt, and then you see people making fun of these other people who got their black belt because they look like they're trying to imitate something out of Street Fighter. And the second and more important thing, in my opinion, is that it can be dangerous to anyone who seeks them out as a viable form of self-defense. We've seen cases where someone who's been trained for years under someone gets challenged and they in no way, shape, or form are in any capacity to defend themselves because they haven't been trained correctly. And it's a shame. And not that, I'm great or you're great or whatever, but it is there's a point when you have to go is this practical? Is this, if I'm teaching practicality, is this a practical thing that I'm telling people that they should do to defend themselves? Because if it's not, it might be time to look back and look at yourself and reevaluate yourself. But secondly, and this is the real meat and potatoes of this rant, it's the word McDojo. I've seen it being thrown around a lot, and a lot of times it's gotten to the point where it becomes a slander towards someone or some style that you don't particularly like. I've seen people calling capoeira McDojo-y. I've seen people call Aikido McDojos, and everyone has the right to their own opinions. I'm not saying that. I prefer certain martial arts over others, but I don't like it when people say that these legitimate arts who have lasted over hundreds, maybe even thousands of years because people like them and they work to a certain degree, being called McDojos. And I think that people think of it as in terms of practicality. That's, like I say, I see capoeira and Aikido thrown out there a lot. And in terms of practicality, in my opinion, no, it's not the most practical thing. But at the same time, I also think about what everyone joins martial arts for. And what someone else joins martial arts for might not be the same thing for me or you or anyone else. Not everyone joins it for practicality or self-defense. Some people join it for health. Some people join it to become more aerobic, acrobatic. So when I look at things, I always try to find what's a good thing to learn from it. Even if it's not my favorite art as a whole, I still try to look at it and find something good that I can take away from it. I've actually taken capoeira and I really enjoyed it. I took it over a summer way back when I was in my teenage years, but I stayed in California for a summer and I took capoeira while I was there, and I never was able to do a cartwheel until I took that class. They taught me how to do cartwheels, and to this day I know how to do cartwheels thanks to capoeira. So thank you, capoeira. That's the kind of things I'm saying though. I wasn't acrobatic enough to do that, and because of taking that class, now I'm acrobatic enough to do that. I think about martial arts broken up into two words: martial and art. There's two parts of it. There's a martial aspect and then there's an art aspect. And I think every viable martial art that isn't no touch knockout Kido falls somewhere on that scale of martial and art. Practical, or is it art? And it can be both. But I find that oftentimes if it leans towards art, it's less practical, and if it leans towards practical, it's not as pretty to watch, right? And like I said, this is just my opinion. You might think something totally different, and that's okay. But try to find something good, whether it's they wield this particular weapon really well. They know the mechanics of wrists really well. They know how to manipulate someone through their wrist better than most other arts out there. Try to find the good, and if someone is taking something, if someone's trying to better themselves in any way, whether that be martial arts, whether that be being in a marching band, whether that be jogging every day, it needs to be celebrated. So just because someone's taking a martial art that you don't agree with, or that you don't think it, or it's not your art, or you think it's stupid or whatever, that person's still trying to better themselves, and I think that should be celebrated. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe and like, and let me know what you think. Do you think we should go full in and search out these McDojos and really expose them and put them in the light? Or do you think that we should lighten up a little bit and let people better themselves in the way that they think is best? So thank you for watching. See you next time.